In this video, I'll be giving a freshman guide to Rutgers. These are some of the things that I learned as a freshman. Some of them I knew before I was a freshman, and others I learned along the way. So I hope this can help you. So first, I'll talk about the buses. There are certain rules that you need to know about them in order to be like a functioning member of the Rutgers Society. First, use the app. It looks like this. Second, the most important rule of the buses is to never let go. When you're standing on that bus, you do not have any reason to ever let go. You can hold on with two arms, and then let's say you get a text, you can use one hand to answer your text or check your Instagram, make a Snapchat, whatever. But that other hand should be holding on to that rail. Because if you're standing on a Rutgers bus, you will fall, you will slide, you will move around if you're not holding on. So number one rule, never let go. Never let go. All right. Second rule is respect that white line. Because the bus drivers respect the white line. You may be on a packed bus, going to your class, you have an exam that starts in 10 minutes and you have to get there. Someone's foot is over that line, that bus driver will sit there, just waiting for that person to move their foot over that line, well, behind that line, so that they can go. Not all bus drivers are like this, but you will find a good amount of them do respect that line, so you should respect that line. Don't be that guy, don't be that girl, don't be that student who has their foot over that line and is the reason why the bus driver is not starting the bus. Respect the line. Third thing about the buses, I'm going to tell you which buses you can run for and which ones you can't run for. Running for buses really is kind of but there are times where you really need to. Let's say you have an exam or it's late at night and it's one of the last ones, so then you can run for any bus. But in general, buses you can run for. Anything going to Douglas, because those things are few and far between and not very loyal. And actually, that's kind of it. Buses you cannot run for, anything that goes to Livy. Livy buses are the most loyal buses that you will ever experience. Why, you may ask? Because Livy has 3 stops. Literally 3 stops. The Student Center, the Quads, the Livy Plaza. That's it. Only 3 stops. Every other campus has 8 stops. Cook Douglas has 24 stops. So if you're taking a B bus, you do not run for it. If you're taking an LX bus, you do not run for that either. Another one will come soon and you will get to your destination on time. Don't run for that. Don't run. Last thing about buses is be prepared to be packed like sardines. You get so close to these people on these buses, because that's just how it is. It's how we build unity at Rutgers, You get on a packed bus, you mix essential oils with the people next to you, and you just form this bond, this Rutgers bond that stays with you forever. All right. Second thing that I want to talk about is the food. There are dining halls, obviously, and there's Rutgers app, and it tells you what kind of food is being served at every dining hall. Not every dining hall serves the same food, so definitely look at that before you make your decision, if you do have the time to make a decision like that. Personally, I believe that Livy Dining Hall will never steer you wrong. When in doubt, go to the burger bar. When in doubt, go to the Mongolian line. When in doubt, it's Livy, there is something great there. I'm just saying. But you can use the app and pick whatever you want. Since I just told you that tip, if you see me walking the streets of Rutgers, preferably near Livy Dining Hall, guest swipe me in. It's okay, I won't be mad. Guest swipe me in. There's also this thing called Scarlet Menus, and that just is a website full of all these different restaurants and stuff in the area, and places that take RU Express, places that deliver, places that are open till 3, 4 a.m. So definitely check that out if you're late at night wanting some food and you're sick of having pizza all the time and Chinese food all the time. There's really cool stuff on there. So check that out too. Third thing that I want to talk about is the lottery. Rutgers has so many students, so they believe, let's just make a lottery. And they do it. They do a football lottery for tickets and a housing lottery for housing. Football lottery is not really a lottery. If you apply to get a ticket, you'll most likely get a ticket. So I would say don't get season tickets for the football games, because if you apply and you enter the lottery, you'll most likely get one. So you'll be saving $99. You're welcome. So the second lottery is the housing lottery. This one is no joke. This one will play with your heart, play with your emotions, pit friends against one another. Basically, if you want housing after your freshman year, you enter the lottery. You get a number, and that number is your priority. If you have a high number, like 24,000, you are not a priority in the eyes of Rutgers. If you get a low number, like 800, then you're number one. Like, you're basically, like, you're very high priority. Other things go into it, like seniority points, but your lottery means a lot. So if you get blessed, if you are way with a good lottery number, wow, you are lucky. You are lucky. But if you have a low lottery number, then you might end up living something you don't want to live. If you're living with people where one person has a really good lottery number, then you'll be good, because that one person can kind of bring up the whole team. The last thing that I want to talk about in this video is add job week. So in the beginning, when we go back to school, there is a point of time where we can change our classes still. So that means that the schedule that you got in the summer at APA Day, where you just wrote down classes and then counselors put them in slots, that's not definite. It's not permanent. You can go back in and change it, and you're probably going to need to. Why? You probably got blessed with an 840. I'm kidding, it's not blessed. You got cursed with an 840. And you're probably thinking, I just came out of high school. I did 4 years in there. Oh, sounds like prison. Oh my gosh. No. Okay. I just came out of high school. I was waking up at 6 a.m. for 4 years straight. I could do an 840. You might be able to. You might. But just don't. Like, it's not worth your time. It's really, really early. It doesn't seem like it, but it is, because in college, you don't go to sleep as early as you did in high school. I had an 840 calculus, and it was terrible. I ended up missing it, not a lot, but like, I ended up missing it a good amount of times, and I wish that I would have changed it from 840. So now I'm telling you, change it. Change your 840. Basically, if you have a class that starts before 10 a.m., I would highly, highly, highly recommend for you to change it. Please. Don't wear your throw-down shirt everywhere. Don't wear your throw-down shirt to a party. If you got assigned to Cook or Douglas, no one will switch with you for housing. The Douglas Cafe has chocolate chip pancakes all day. Don't bring a printer. People will use you for it because they're too lazy to go somewhere and print their own stuff. And that's it. Those are my freshman tips for Rutgers, a little guide, my declassified school survival guide.